Hello, welcome back to John's Rustomod Garage. I have to admit, this video that you're going to see has been a long time in the making. Mostly for the reason that I really didn't know how to make this part, the introduction. Okay, but what we really ended up doing was fixing the cowl panel and getting it welded back on. So if that's something that you're interested in and you'd like to see more of this, let me know in the comments. And if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does do a lot for me and the channel. So after that, let's get to it. So you can see this is the cowl that goes on the Coronet. And it's got a few rust holes in here. What you can see is right here, it's all rusted out right in that corner. Okay, all this metal is sort of junk. Okay, and then you've got pitting. There you go, we get that in the light. You've got pitting all along here. So I'm going to get rid of all that. Okay, so what I've done is I have some scrap metal that I'm going to lay on top of this, cut it out, and form it into position. Okay, and with movie magic, you can see how I've cut the piece out and I am slowly bending it into shape with my hammer, slowly just tapping on it until I get it into the shape that I want it. And then I'll cut the old piece out and weld this new piece in. Okay, I think we got it pretty close. Pretty well roughed in. I think I can go ahead and start cutting out metal. Okay, the next thing to do is going to be score. Where I want to cut. And then I'm going to cut along this edge right here. Trying to preserve as much of the metal as possible. And the last clamp. Okay, so here's the semi-finished product. It matches the bends of the original cowl, all this as it comes around here and pretty much as it goes around there. I can refine this as I go to make it fit better, and I will as I go along. got a couple little rough spots in it, but nothing that a little bit of hammer and dolly work once it's welded on won't fix. So, it's a little hard to see on camera, but we've got a score line here that you can see, and here that you can see, and all the way down. And then I'm going to cut it. You can see the score line right along there. I'm going to cut it right along the edge. So, let's start on that. Always remember ear protection. Okay, and as you can see, the piece fits in, and now it's just a matter of sanding and getting it prepped, getting it welded in. So let's see if we can get some clean surfaces here. Okay, I've got it put into position. A couple of clamps holding it in place. We're going to tack it. And then once I'm happy with where it is and the shape of everything, I'll fully weld it. Yeah, my welds are never pretty. And I always find that, especially with thin metal, body metal, You want to go, different areas, jump around, and take your time. Go slow, because this stuff, it's thin. It's going to want to blow through any chance it gets. So you don't want that to happen. And there she is, all welded up. Rust is all gone. I still got to grind down the welds, but other than that, she looks good. Now that we've got the cowl all welded back together, no rust, now it's time to prep the surface so we can weld the cowl back in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this area, all over here, and all over on the other side, so we have a nice clean surface to weld to. I'm going to do the same thing on the cowl when it's time for that. So I'm going to get going on that. Well, hi. Well, it's been about a week and a half since I last talked to you, and it's been that long because I decided to just strip everything to bare metal, take care of all the rust spots, and get it in a rust converter before welding it on. As you can see, I do have all the weld holes, the original weld holes, cleaned up, ready to go. And believe me, if you've never done one of these fins right here are a pain in the butt. Because you have to get the top and each side sanded clean for it to look really good. And it shows every imperfection. Here's where it's going to go again. It's prepped and ready. There is literally no more excuses and no more reasons for me not to get this piece welded on. At least none that I can think of. So, let's get started. And we've got the first leg all welded up. Got the side done. Along with the other side done. Now this is the last stretch. Just go across the front. And all done. All welded. The pieces for the fender mount welded in place, both sides. Now all I have to do is just clean everything up, and we can call this done.